all spiritual, you know what I mean? Like, even down to the money. Like, we're going to talk about money. Money is energy. And then just stop right there. If you know me, you probably, you know, my latest mantra is I just can't say it enough. Everything is energy, because that's what the foundation, everything falls back on, you know what I mean? Seems like every time I try to explain something to someone, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, what I'm about to tell you is the case because everything is energy. So even with money, with currency, right now, like, my currency has been ramping up, but as far as pranic healing, I've been getting a lot more sessions, and which is more money, but the reason for it is what I tell y'all about the only thing that's more powerful than Streamer Z, in my opinion. If there was something more powerful than Streamer, well, actually, this is more important than Streamer Z. I'll flat out say it is more important than Streamer Z, because your karma supersedes any little mantra or affirmation. You can chant all the mantras you want. This is secret teachings from a multi-millionaire pranic healer, the founder himself, and many other millionaires and billionaires and people who understand the energy of currency. Because currency is just an energy, you know, and that's why people with Streamer Z, we all able to manifest right now, you know, and people have a lot of success with Streamer Z because we figured out the currency energy and we know how to work with it. That's what Streamer Z is. And so all the people that are having success have mastered this, if you have any type of success. But if it seems like you don't have success, the reason being is because of your karma. Now, this is why I can get messages saying I sit and I chant for hours, but nothing happens. This is because of your karma. Now, the only thing the way you solve that problem is real easy. Tithing, giving. But what is that in reality? Tithing, giving, what is that? That's just dharma. What is dharma? Good karma is just, it's doing good deeds. All that is just doing good deeds. And when you do good deeds, that's the only thing that can balance out and neutralize your karma and prevent future karma that you're accumulating from affecting you. So if you're chanting for hours and nothing's happening, it's because your karma might be a little screwed up. So to handle that situation before you even fix your lips to chant another Streamer Z, or if you are, what you should be doing alongside it nonetheless, you should be doing whatever you can for the planet Earth. You know what I mean? Because it's quick math. This is just spiritual science. I'm gonna give you some secret spiritual science, some secret spiritual math. 1 + 1 is always gonna be 2. When you give to the universe and give to planet Earth and you give to others, service to others, the energy comes back to you 100-fold. I'll say 100-fold. I want 10-fold at least, at the very least. Take this literally. These are secret teachings from people who can bilocate, who can turn their bodies into light, and who still have millions of dollars in the bank. Grandmaster Chalkok Sui, man healing people up out of wheelchairs. After 5 minutes of waving his hands, chakras are as big as your boulevard. Mastered the energy of currency, millions in the bank, doesn't care. Guy walking down Skid Row for the first time, doesn't know what Skid Row is, goes to California, says, "What's this?" They say, "Oh, master, that's Skid Row." It's like, what are all these homeless people? Let's go to the bank. went to the bank, withdrew thousands and thousands of dollars, and just walked down Skid Row, handing it out, giving it to people, because he understands the energy of currency. So when you give, it comes back to you many, 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 many times over, because it has to. Why do we understand karma in the negative sense? You're manifesting all the time. We like to give power to the negative. If I punch you in your face, what you gonna do? You're gonna punch me in my face, damn near, unless you're just crazy. That's because the law of cause and effect. Cause, I give to the universe. Effect, it comes back to me, because that's how the universe works. The universe understands giving and receiving. You can't break this cycle. It's just as important to give than it is to receive, you know what I mean? So at the same time, you can't be a big giver and not want to receive anything from anyone. But I digress. So the energy of currency, when you give, comes back to you. This generates good karma. Giving and tithing, all that does is generate a whole lot of good karma. So if you're a really effed up person, you don't know if you might have been an emperor, king in a past life. Everybody wants to say that, and that sounds cool, but really think about that. I'm an emperor, I'm a king, and I'm in charge of hundreds of thousands of people. We go to war. I'm in charge of hundreds and thousands of people being slaughtered. You know how much karma that generates? You know how many generations of families you affected? So you might be sitting there for hours and hours like, why is Streamer Z not working? Why are none of my mantras and affirmations working? Oh, this stuff is voodoo. Oh, this stuff is hogwash. Oh, it's hoopla, it doesn't work. No, you have to understand, this is why this shit ain't just, excuse my language, the spirituality is not for play. I really feel like the ones who have spirituality figured out naturally are athletes, because spirituality is nothing but persistence. The name of the game on planet Earth, you get dropped down here in these incarnations until you learn your lessons and have to stop and don't have to come back here no more. It's just mental toughness, the name of the game. You want to hear what the key to life is? Never give up. If you weren't supposed to be here, you wouldn't be here. If it was all about energy and all about the spirit realm, you wouldn't have came into a physical body, We like to understand that we're not the physical body, it's just a shell or whatever. We're the soul, but there's a reason the soul incarnated right now. So this little physical suit is important too, and what you do with it. So just sitting under, meditating all day is not, but what it is these bodies have to take action as well, so another reason for you not being able to manifest will be your karma and then your energy. That's the only two things that would separate Dr. Pillai and a saint, a guru, chanting a mantra and having huge effects and generating lots and lots of wealth, versus you chanting and doing the same number of times and doing it the same way and you not getting the same results. The only thing that separates that is y'all's karma. They have less karma because, saints and gurus, they have huge followings. They're teaching and they're giving all this good energy. They're spreading the teachings and spreading the energy, so their karma is good. And then as well, so they don't have to worry about that. And then as well, their chakras are huge. So when you get into meditation and you start pulling them down a whole lot of spiritual energy, what happens is your chakras expand. Now during meditation and healings and stuff like that, your energy body is temporarily ramped up and bigger, and your chakras are bigger and expanded. Temporarily, keyword temporarily, during meditations and healings. Then when you stop and go back to 3D, you go back to work, your chakras and your energy body contracts and it goes back down to regular. But when you repeatedly keep doing meditations and healings and you repeatedly do the exercises and you're not just in it for a trend and you're just like, oh, okay, you get one healing and you're done, or oh, you do, chant Shrimberzy one time and then you're done. When you repeatedly keep practicing and practicing spiritual practice, then your chakras and your energy body is permanently expanded. So these saints and gurus and like Dr. Pillai and Grandmaster Chalkok Sui, their chakras are literally the size of fucking city blocks when they get into their meditations and they pull down their, divine energy. That's so when they say something, it holds more weight. When they say something, their willpowers and their chakras produce a whole different vibration of when they say that word than you do. So that's what will also make it powerful. Pulling down a whole lot more spiritual energy through regular meditation, regular healing, self-healings, or getting healings, however you do it, but pulling down that divine spiritual energy. And when you continuously do it, your chakras and your energy body permanently expands, and you walk around permanently bigger with permanently expanded consciousness. And that's when over time your chakras and your energy body gets refined. That's why if you turn into a healer, or you become divulged in the Twin Hearts meditation, and you do it regularly, and you stay committed to it, and you keep doing these energy practices, your psychic faculties have to turn on. What does that mean? Just by doing this energetic work, you will have to be telekinetic at some point. You will have to be telepathic. You will have to be psychic. You will have to see energy bodies. You will have to see auras. You will have to see, different stuff like that. All these psychic faculties naturally turn on once you start refining and growing your energy body. That's what happens. There's you can practice and do this, do that all day, but I'll tell you one thing, you ain't gonna start seeing energy reading that clairvoyant book trying to see how to do it. And just over time, your energy naturally turns back on these psychic faculties that have been laying dormant. So I just wanted to drop that quick wisdom on y'all. I hope that helps. I was just driving. I just wanted to clear up some stuff, because it's really simple, guys. It's really simple. Just get into this energy work, do Twin Hearts meditation, learn pranic healing, Shrimberzy. All this stuff is gonna make you have a good life. Love y'all. Peace.